Hot Shots looks at a movie. Blades of Glory is the most recent film starring Will Ferrell, which means that it's high concept, low humor, and very funny. Ferrell plays Chazz Michael Michaels, an Olympic figure skater, and just the thought of Ferrell's body in a tight-fitting skater's costume is funny enough already. Add John Heder of Napoleon Dynamite fame to the picture, and you have just doubled the comedy. The story begins at an Olympic men's figure skating competition when Chazz and his rival Jimmy MacElroy tie for the gold medal. But at the presentation ceremony, they get into a shoving match that causes them both to be stripped of their gold medals and banned for life from competitive skating. Over 3 years later, Chazz is skating in a children's skating show, and the sight of him drunk inside his evil wizard costume is not pretty. Jimmy, meanwhile, is working in a sporting goods store, and his admiring stalker Heder shows up even though Jimmy has a restraining order against him. Heder, however, points out that Jimmy was banned from skating only in his division, and nothing in the rules says that he can't compete in the pairs competition. Also, nothing in the rules says that two men can't compete together in pairs. Jimmy and Chazz set aside their past differences and start training for the upcoming Olympics, and the rest, as they say, is this movie. Now, Chazz is not the sharpest blade on the ice. In fact, you could say that he might as well be sliding around over the ice in his socks instead. After they win one of the events leading up to the Olympics, Chazz shouts out, "We love you, Denver, City by the Bay." Chazz and Jimmy are still competitive against each other even as a team, but their real competition is the brother and sister pairs team of Strands and Fairchild Van Waldenberg, who use some underhanded tricks to get the inside information on what Chazz and Jimmy are going to do in their routine. And what they are going to do is an extremely dangerous move that their coach devised. It is called the Iron Lotus, and the only other time it was attempted in competition, one of the two skaters was tragically killed. Blades of Glory is stupid and silly, but still very funny. I'm Dan Culberson, and this is Hot Shots.